So yeah, hi. Just for anyone who's tuning into the live stream now, uh, I just want to test out some Sisters of Slaughter and some Harganeth Executioners versus like some Dwarf Longbeards, and my buddy Botrix is here with me as well as Elfair, and Elfair's gonna spectate with us, and Botrix is gonna help me run these tests. I also wanted to try out the Assassins. They've got a couple of cool abilities that I wanted to test out a bit more. Specifically, Web of Shadows. I want to see how much damage that does. If you read the unit card, it says it does like more damage to individual entities, but it also does like AOE damage to non-individual entities. So I just want to see like how much AOE damage it is doing to non-individual entities, and if there are two individual entities, will it divide the damage out between those two, or will it do the same amount of damage to both of those individual entities?
You should also test
So
one Sister of Slaughter against one unit of Quarrelers and one unit of Longbeard.
yeah, I want to test them against a couple different types of dwarven infantry, and then we can do the same test maybe against Skaven and see which ones are performing. Or because Skaven are kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. You have really lightly armored, like chaff type of things, and obviously both are gonna. They probably beat the shit out of anything on the Skaven roster, but I don't know. We can test them against Storm Vermin or something like that.
Sounds good.
And Storm Vermin Halberds, because it's a question, right? Because Storm Vermin Halberds, well, generally Halberd units have lower melee defense, so that could be something that the sisters shine with, and the AP of the halberds might be less of a factor versus the sisters than it would on the armor of the Hargath executioners.
Definitely.
So I stretched my executioners into like maximum width.
I'll meet
the
you.
Units. So I'm gonna start. Yeah. Do you want to just pick like 8 units and just you can charge me and I'll charge you at the same time?
Sure. Just the executioners for now?
No, we can charge at the same time. That's probably okay. I'll just issue an attack order and they'll probably just move forward and you can probably match up with that.
Sounds good. We can press fast forward if you like to.
Yeah, I would like to do that. Just one sec, I want to make sure I got all the matchups correct. So these are regular Longbeards, not the Longbeards with great weapons, which would be probably the second test worth doing. Alright, it's on. So, charge bonus seems to be favoring the executioners by a lot.
Oh yeah, Jesus. That's a lot.
Okay, so this looks decisively in favor of the executioners. Like, it's not even close. Executioners are vastly outperforming the Sisters of Slaughter in this case. But given enough time, let's see. I think the Sisters will still win, which could be a big deal because in tourney rules, you're only allowed to bring 3 units of Harganeth Executioners. So if you have 3 units of Harganeth Executioners and 3 units of Sisters of Slaughter, granted that's very, very expensive, but it gives you at least 6 infantry units that can beat Longbeards in a 1v1. So the Sisters of Slaughter, they got a little bit of help there from the Murderous Prowess proc that went off. They might have taken a bit more damage had that not been the case. But yeah, so they won with about half health remaining, whereas the Executioners won with about 80% health remaining. So I gave this one to the Executioners fairly decisively. Alright, let's test it out against... actually, I'm more... Do you want to do with the great weapons, or do you want to do with against Slayers?
We can do both in one match.
Alright. Well, yeah, I guess just I mean, and then I'll give you tons of funds. Um,
Okay, cool. How many of each?
I have 4 and 4. I think it's enough. I mean, if I think that is enough to convince me from an RNG point of view.
All right. And then I'll always set my speed to the maximum play speed. That way you can control what speed you want.
You know what? Actually, I sort of want to do that test again. Well, let's do that's the base, but I sort of want to do that test again, but give the sisters some chevrons. Because the sisters
Okay.
are only 1100, a Hargonath executioner is 1200. So what if I had put like 100 gold worth of chevrons into the sisters? That would have been 100 gold basically, or maybe I'd get 2 chevrons, 2 or 3 chevrons. Um, it might be a bit closer, but probably won't make that much of a difference. Anyway,
Rise of Cain! Dreadlord!
I don't think it would change that much. I'm pretty sure Longbeards are already at the minimum chance to hit.
yeah, against sisters maybe,
If you wish.
but it would make it easier for the sisters to get in hits against the Longbeards. The other thing too is the sisters, like, they do more damage if they are losing melee combat, which is kind of awkward. So in a long grind, maybe they would have proved to be more effective than the Hargonath executioners, because they have extra 40%. No, sorry, an extra 4%, an extra 4 AP damage. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna just attack again. So we're
All right,
going
sorry.
into. Oh,
Yeah, let me set it up so that it's both the. Oh, I forgot that you wanted
great,
Longbeards with great
great
weapons.
weapons. Okay, that's okay. Do you
Yeah,
have
my
the
bad.
slayers? Do you have enough slayers for
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
How many
Sorry, let me
slayers?
see.
8.
I've got 8 Slayers, so we
Perfect.
can do
We'll
this.
do the slayer test.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem. You can fast forward.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, it looks like this. We can do
Just
it now.
about. Oh god. Oh crap. I screwed it up a little bit, but not too much. I think it's okay.
Okay.
So the executioners are absolutely murdering the slayers. The sisters are doing it too.
The
Wow.
sisters didn't take anywhere near as much damage as the executioners did.
Executioners lost half their HP. The sisters did it with style. I agree with
Yeah.
Maybe
Ralph there.
because.
Well, some of
I
them.
messed up the charge a little bit, but it seems to me like you got more value out of the fight with the sisters than with the executioners.
Hmm.
So executioners kill Longbeards, sisters kill slayers. That's my takeaway. I mean, both win, but all right. Should we try the Longbeards with a couple chevrons, or do you think
I
it's not
think
gonna matter?
test Longbeards and Hammerers.
I'm gonna try and even out the funds a little bit. So actually, I have 2 that are 1184 and now 2 that are 1227. So it's gonna negate, and basically the Sisters of Slaughter are gonna be like the same cost as the Executioners. So we'll see how they perform like pound for pound now in terms of their cost. You can bring
Okay.
whatever you want. We can do. Yeah, I think they would
I'll
beat the
bring.
Slayers even more so. But
Okay. So I'll bring 8 Dwarf Warriors with great weapons and 8 Hammerers.
uh-huh.
All right.
So we'll try against the hammers first.
Yeah. Do you have
I just brought
Wait.
the same 4-4, so I probably don't have enough to do both tests, but
Oh, okay. No problem. Yeah, we'll test the. Let's test the great weapons, dwarf warriors.
okay.
I think they're just gonna get stomped from both
Probably.
ends.
They will, yeah, but
Yeah, most likely. But let's just test it anyway.
it's not really whether they're gonna win or lose. It's more about who's gonna kill faster and take the less damage while doing it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Look at them with their little axes.
All right, there we go. You can fast forward.
Yeah, my bad.
All right, so just pause for a sec. Off the charge.
Mm-hmm.
Pause for a sec.
Pause? Oh, my bad.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, both hit pretty hard on the charge, I guess. But it looks like the executioners are pulling slightly ahead. Both are winning very decisively, though.
Uh-huh.
Bringers of death.
It seems like the Hargoneth executioners are taking more damage, though. Like, if you look at the unit models, I'm down to 62 unit models, 68, 70, 67.
Mm-hmm.
With the sisters, I have over 70 unit models for every group except for one, which is at 69. The ones with 3 chevrons, I think they traded better than the executioners in terms of like what they have left. It might be took them like longer to get the work done, but they took less damage.
Mm-hmm. See, like, yeah, 4 deaths. Yeah, definitely more casualties on the executioners.
Yeah.
You guys could probably just even do the other test still. There's still so many of them left.
Yeah, they're both relatively even strength. Okay, so you want to just
Sure.
run it again versus what? These are hammers now. Okay,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna win this probably, but sure.
I mean, they're not tired yet. No, they're still fresh.
Wait, I gotta wait. I think you gotta spread your stuff out a bit, so I'll fast forward, give you a chance to do that. I'll let these sisters just rest for a minute. Okay, good.
Uh-huh.
Oof, they're doing pretty good work against the hammers too, though.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I can't
least
believe
the
they're gonna win. The executioners, man, they lost, but like barely. If they were
One of them
they would've
won.
Really?
One of them won.
No.
Yeah.
Right, 'cause they both broke. But
Still, that's pretty good considering they were already depleted. Over here, the sisters are just grinding it out. Like, they're lasting a long time.
I think they did more damage.
Oof.
Yeah, the sisters took longer to deal more damage, but they lasted longer and did more damage.
Definitely lasting longer. And they're fighting to, like, the last troop. They picked up tons of chevrons, too. Before they died. I mean, I
That's
started
true,
them
they didn't
out, but,
break.
yeah. They fought right to the end.
Yeah, oh, that could be one thing that's affecting it, though. There's a bug with chevrons.
Oh?
Yes, so when a unit gets a chevron, it gains the bonus repeatedly for every other previous chevron that it's gotten. So say you have 3 chevrons that you gave it before battle, and then it gets 1 chevron in battle, it gains the bonus from all 3 of the previous ones a second time on top of the new one.
What, really? That's so
Yeah.
weird.
The hell.
So yeah, every one of the Sisters of Slaughter picked up a chevron, all 4 units, and the Harganath Executioners, 2 out of 4 of them picked up a chevron. So, I don't know. I mean, what did you guys think? Do you think the Sisters outperformed the Executioners? They were cost matched, or it was like
They
greedy?
killed more. If you look at the kill totals, there's only one executioner that got more.
Okay, yeah, 89, 107, 113, 119. Versus 125, 116. No, the Executioners killed more.
Well, the 2 ones with chevrons got real close.
The Executioners killed more. Yeah, but it was close. But I mean, if it's. But I think the difference is negligible, and with the Sisters, you have a lot more speed.
Hmm.
Sisters also have shields.
Yeah, but no armor. I think that's kind of a wash. And their shields are crap. They're like 5% or 20% block chance. Yeah, they're like the bronze shields.
You
Yeah,
probably test something large like Dragon Princes or Silver Helm.
I would like to try just that same test against Skaven, and then I want to start testing out the assassins.
Okay. So Skaven, what Storm Vermin, right?
Yeah, let's do both. Let's do Clan Rats and Storm Vermin.
Okay.
And these are cost matched Sisters and Executioners again.
So the Halberd version of the Storm Vermin, right?
Whichever you think is more relevant. We can test both. Let's do one thing at a time. Okay, let's start with halberds and
then the Sword and Shield.
And the Sword and Shield. Let's just do the Storm Vermin test right now.
All right. 8 and 8, or
Yeah. I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
some more Executioners so that we can run both without having to leave again.
yeah, bring 8 Executioners and 8 Sisters.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So Tanker was curious to see how chevroned up witch elves would do versus Sisters of Slaughter cost matched. So like if you take an 800 gold witch elf, you give it chevrons up to 1100 and charge it into, I don't know, a unit of Longbeards or Dwarf Warriors. Maybe
Okay.
Dwarf Warriors is better as a base test. Who would come out on top? The Sisters or the
Dark elves.
or the witch elves. Anyway. Okay, so yeah.
Eager
Let's do the
for
first one.
battle.
All right.
Bringer of death. Bringers of death.
Executioners!
So what do you think, Alfera? Would you be more inclined to bring Executioners against Dwarf or Sisters of Slaughter? Same question to you, Botrix.
Guild murderesses.
Uh,
Certainly.
against who? Sorry.
Against Dwarfs, would you bring Executioners or Sisters of Slaughter?
You wish.
Keep in mind, Sisters of Slaughter are going to get down the field faster, so they're going to take less shots on the
At
advance,
once.
assuming,
That's
Well-
true.
assuming that they're not waiting with the rest of your army to not break formation.
The problem is they can take damage from more things. So, like, you can shoot them with Quarrelers, which is why I think it's a relevant test to try Quarrelers and Longbeards against Sisters. Because that's kind of roughly cost equivalent. You can put a couple chevrons onto the Sisters and see which one wins then when they have range support, which they probably will if you're at an actual fight.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could do like a unit of Dwarf Warriors screening for a unit of shooting, or maybe like a unit of miners. So the test is to cut through the unit of miners and get onto the shooting. Who can do that better?
I think it'll kill the miners too quickly. I think it's got to be like Dwarf Warriors or
Okay.
Longbeards.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just going to go too quick.
Are you ready, Botrix? If I advance?
Yeah.
Okay.
All ready.
All right. So what are we're doing the halberds first, or the?
We are doing halberds. Oh shoot! Accidentally moved the swords. Yeah, let's do the halberds
Do you want me to hold
first
up for a
again.
sec? I'll hold up for a sec. You can just match up with me, and then I'll issue the attack order.
All right.
Yeah, fast forward. Tankers joined us on the live stream. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
Why, hello there, tanker. I think this is the first time I've been on when Otter is streaming.
All right. It's been a while, yeah. Hi, Ember. Ember's watching too. She's asking if I'm doing the tourney this weekend. I guess there's another fresh recruit tourney. So yeah, it would be fun to do. My dad's visiting, and I've got a friend coming in from out of town, so it's gonna be busy. Are you okay? You ready? 3, 2.
All
See it.
ready. All right.
Try and get your charge bonuses in so it's even.
Oh shoot! I kind of messed up. Wait, it's a little fast.
It probably won't matter too much with the halberds. Oh, you got some.
It's
units
okay. We've got 4 different
tangled
individual
up there.
tests.
but
Whoops,
anyway,
whoops. Right side. Sorry.
It's okay. We still have 2 that are.
Yeah, it kind of shows maybe different scenarios.
Okay, let's slow down here.
Okay.
So the wavering, all of the units are wavering with the executioners. Over here, the sisters are, nah, they're not even close. So every test we've seen, the executioners seem to cut through faster, but they also take damage, like more damage while doing it, I think. That's kind of the trend. So executioners have pretty much broken off all of their units. Over here, again, these 2 are kind of tangled, and I think they're kind of botched. But the sisters are trucking along. They are winning. It's just taking forever to get through.
I always kind of thought the Skaven models were a little smaller than they are.
If we look at the HP, I'd say the executioners are about 70% HP. The sisters are about, I would say for these 2 units, they were about 50.
Alfair, to answer that, it's because it's storm vermin. They're especially big.
That makes sense.
Clan rats
never
though
really-
are small.
I never really zoomed in on Skaven, so.
Yeah, the storm vermin are the best fed, so they're the biggest.
Okay. So, I mean, these ones that got tangled up are doing much better, but I think that was because they got in the charge bonus and yours didn't, so I don't want to look at those. The other ones here, I think, in this case, the executioners won the trade. So, okay,
Definitely.
let's try now against the sword and board.
All right.
I'm gonna retire the other ones to the side. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
At once.
I think this is just going to be more in favor of the executioners.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they are slower, so I mean, it would make sense for them to hit a bit harder, but. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right. All right, fast forward. Let's go this single fast forward. They look so ridiculous on fast forward. Alright, we're going in. The executioners have what? A charge bonus of 20? Sisters have the same charge bonus? No, executioners have a charge bonus of 24 actually.
24.
I don't know why their charge bonus is higher because they are slower. But apparently they hit hard. Yeah, those storm vermin are crumpling.
They do have a little more stamina than the halberds, probably.
Nah, the halberds did better. The halberds did way better. Yeah, they were about, well, I think they were about 70% versus the halberds. The sword and board just got wrecked.
Uh huh.
On the other hand, Sword and Board is doing well against the sisters.
Hmm.
Um,
Then it's gonna army losses. I don't know. If it wasn't for army losses,
yeah,
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
I could bring some more Skaven to keep that from happening, perhaps.
because it looked like that they were gonna lose. It looked like the sisters had a solid chance at not winning.
Yeah, that was
So next,
interesting.
some clan rats.
So Sword and Board, I think, did pretty well against the sisters.
Mhm.
Yeah, you want let's do some clan rats, I guess.
With
Let's
shields
you know
and
what
swords, spears.
let's do like three ranks of clan rats because
Just the normal swords without any shields. 300.
yeah, just a regular clan rats. You can bring them with shields. I think most people would probably bring them with shields. I don't know if
Okay.
that's true.
With swords, right?
Yeah,
So
yes.
350. Is that what you want?
Actually,
Or with a spear?
let's do. Can you afford? Let's wait. Hold on a sec. Let's do large unit, like large armies, and grab like 2 spears and 2 swords uh, for each unit that I would have. So if we do a test of 4 and 4,
Hmm.
then you'd need 16 and 16. That's I don't know if we'll have enough unit cards for that. Yeah, I think we do.
That's-
We do. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, let's do 16, 16. So we'll just play like they have to cut through consecutive rows of of clan rats, and we'll see who kind of gets to the finish line faster and taking the least amount of damage.
So 16 clan rats is what you want?
Well, yeah. Well, 16 of each type of clan rat.
Okay,
Oh,
Amber
okay.
wants Amber wants to see black orcs too, so we'll try them. I'm curious.
With or without Wog?
We'll say without Wog for now. With
All
Wog,
right, hold on.
with Wog, they'll get through the melee defense of the sisters, and I think they have splash damage attacks, which maybe would hurt the executioners more than the sisters, who are a bit more skirmishy formation. I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so I'm just bringing 16 clan rats and then
Yeah.
clan rat spears 16.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And the clan rats, you have shields or no? It probably doesn't matter too much.
I didn't bring the shielded version.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I could
That's fine.
test the shields next.
I don't think it's gonna matter much, to be honest, for the purposes of our test. All right. Okay, 4, 4. I gotta mix up the chevrons here.
Skilled murderesses. Yes.
All right, this is wave 2 back here, whatever.
So 2 waves?
So, yeah, so the first wave, let's say it'll be your just regular clan rats, no shields, or no spears.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next wave will be with spears. I don't know, just couple rows, and I'll just keep cutting through them until I can kind of get to your back, to the edge of your map, let's say.
So you want 2 layers?
By all means.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be 4 layers, I guess, right?
4? Okay, okay.
Because you have 2, if my math is right, and it might not be. But I have 8 units, you have 32, so that should be each of my units should have to cut through 4 of your units. So you want a four line deep, like 4 rows
Alright.
deep.
Gotcha.
Ready?
Yeah, just a moment. I'm
It's okay,
spreading them
I'm
out.
gonna just press the start because might as well. We don't
Sure.
have to wait the minute. Okay, that's perfect.
Alright, I hope that's what you wanted.
That is exactly what I wanted. Nicely done, bot chicks.
Thanks.
Okay, here we go. This is gonna be kind of fun, actually. I'm excited.
And you want me to charge?
I don't even think you have to charge. I don't think it matters for this test.
Okay.
The executioners are getting a bit of a head start, but the sisters are faster, so it'll work out to be the same.
Sacrifice them.
Do. I think it's fair if the sisters arrive faster, then that's fair because they're faster units. I don't want to force a situation where they arrive at the same time. I already gave the executioners a bit of a head start, so you can fast
What's up,
forward.
guys?
Oh, hey, Sithian. I'm just doing some unit testing right now to see. It's pretty fun, actually. We've got 4 rows of slaves. We're going to just cut through them. Or clan rats.
Clan rats.
Same thing. Sisters of Slaughter versus executioners in a race to cut through as many clan rats as possible. Alright, so sisters have reached. And they are chopping through clan rats, getting themselves thoroughly bloody. Executioners are taking their time, but they're getting there.
They're trying to see who can kill the most fastest.
Yeah, who can kill the fastest and not take the most damage. I'm just gonna slow it down to regular speed for a
I
second.
think
because I want to be able to click the attack orders.
I think Haggardets have more staying power, and they also have armor piercing. So
far we found the opposite. Actually, most matchups the executioners die first.
Look at that. The executioners are actually getting a little bogged down.
they are
Compared to
meant
the
to chop
sisters.
down armor, though. They're not meant to like.
Yeah, but they should be able to take the hits better, I would think.
Yeah, they
That's
don't
like the
take hits
sisters.
well.
The physical resist for sisters.
Sisters
is
are doing well. Mostly no casualties. One died.
Sisters have already cleared out the first
2
row.
died. Uh huh.
Just watching to see who's going through here. It's pretty
They've
even
taken
right
down.
now.
The spears seem to take longer to go through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should have just done all clan rats just to see the difference between the sisters and the
I think this
executioners.
is interesting. It's like a fair representation. So a couple of I think the executioners are starting to pull ahead now.
I think it also depends on if you get that charge bonus when you hit the next wave. Because, like, sometimes they're chasing previous
I am
wave.
giving them a charge bonus though. I mean, I think they're kind of all in the same scenario here.
So are we gonna play something, or are we just gonna keep testing?
For now, testing. If I'll let you know when we play, Sitian.
All right.
So I think executioners are pulling ahead here.
Yeah, I think it
in a
has to
raw
do with the
killing.
charge bonus.
Yeah, they do have a higher charge bonus.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh my god, this is just an orgy of rat gore. Once they get through that last row, then we'll compare how each unit is doing.
Also, wouldn't hurt to try them against longbeards or something like that.
Yeah,
Or even hammers.
We actually started with that test.
Who did better against longbeards?
Oh, executioners.
Because it's armor piercing, right?
Yeah.
The sister did convincingly well though. Just took them longer.
I mean, I was thinking like in tournament play though, you could probably bring sisters and executioners because they cap you at 3 executioners, right? But if you bring 3 executioners, 3 sisters, you got a lot of units that can cut down longbeards.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend more than 1 executioner per army. Just
Alright.
because they're so expensive.
Well, one of the executioners has reached the finish line. They've cut through all 4. So I'm gonna just camp them out there and get them to stop. Okay, stop. So the executioners are done. Looks like one of the sisters is pushed through, and the other 3 are still fighting. So executioners won the race to just hack through a shit ton of things, which is consistent. Every time the executioners have done more damage and just straight fight.
It looks like the sisters still have more HP though.
But yeah, that's the next thing. Yeah, we got to look at the HP pool. I'm gonna let them finish off, and then we'll compare the HP pools. So this guy's at about 70%, let's say. This guy's about 60. This guy's about 50. This guy's about 60. So I would say they averaged out to about 60% of their HP remaining.
Understood.
These sisters are about 60. So yeah, so the last sisters have just broken the units. So these ones are at 60. This one's pretty healthy, maybe 75. This one's at like 80, and this one's at like 80. So I think basically in every test we've done, it seems like the sisters last longer but kill slower. And the executioners, they do more damage, but they take more damage back, even though they have the armor. It seems like the melee defense trumps the armor with respect to survivability. Which is something I never really knew before. But well, melee defense plus poison and physical resist versus just straight up armor. Yeah, there's a lot of things to factor in there. Okay. So we want to test against Black Orcs next?
Sure.
The other thing sisters beat better was Slayers too. That was interesting.
I should have paused for a second there to check out the kill counts. Well, it probably doesn't matter.
I can tell you what it is.
Units.
Yeah, in general, it looks like the sisters had higher kill counts. I don't know why, but they did. It was like the executioners are sitting around 270, 280. All of the sisters have over 3.
All right. So we got Black Orcs next. So this is like a heavily armored opponent. So against the halberds, can you remind me? Was it the sisters, the executioners who did better versus the halberd, the clan rats or whatever, the storm vermin halberds?
The
I think it was the
executioners
right?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the sword and board almost beat the
The
sisters.
sisters, yeah.
Dark elves.
All right. So one thing that's important to remember, though, I do have chevrons in these sisters, right? These are not your basic bitch sisters. They are upgraded a little bit, but they're cost matched. So it does make it a fair comparison, I think.
Except for the
Basic
chevron
bitch
bug.
sisters.
Yeah.
Except for the chevron bug kind of fucks with it a little bit.
Certain.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right.
Like you guys can check it this game. You can look and see how much melee defense they gain after that 4th chevron compared to 3.
Okay, well, I don't know if they're going to get chevrons because they're going into Black Orcs. They're probably going to lose this one. This is the one
That's
match.
true.
This is the one infantry in the game that can probably kill them. Maybe Chosen can too. I'm not sure. Chosen great weapons. Seems like that would be the natural next test, but so I think the moral of the story is the sisters do better against chaff, even though it takes them longer to get through it, and the executioners do better against anything meaty, which is kind of what I would hope.
Dark elves.
So I think the sisters.
Weaklings. Kill me. For Cain.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think even executioners could have a role in a matchup against Skaven. It's just how quickly do you want to get to their backlines? The executioners will get you faster. They'll take more damage in the process. The sisters will get there and come out looking sweet and pretty. Smell like roses.
The other thing is unit formations. The executioners will probably take more damage even from ranged fire as well, which will slow down their killing speed because of the tight grouping.
The executioners will probably take more damage, period, just because they're slower. Sisters are a lot faster than executioners. They're almost as fast as Cav, if I remember right.
They're almost as fast as monstrous infantry. Not quite, I think.
Alright, let's see. Are any of them going to get a chevron? Come on.
I've
get a
seen
chevron.
sisters
So
catch up.
surprisingly, the executioners beat the crap out of the Black Orcs there.
Well, yeah,
that-
it's not surprisingly. It's 'cause
Executioners are kind of beat
executioners
up
are
too
on the
themselves,
piercing.
though.
Yeah, they're about 20% HP.
Yeah, casualties amounting
But sisters
maybe
are
like
getting
40
there too.
each.
Sisters are gonna win that as well, I think.
Alright, pre-chevron. The sisters get All right, so yeah, they went from 63 to 69 melee defense, gaining that one chevron.
It's quite a bit. All right. Well, the sisters, executioners, to me, they're the same HP more or less. They both got the job done. Just the executioners did it faster. A lot faster.
Do you remember? Did they all have the same amount of chevrons to start?
So the sisters, I had 2 with 3 chevrons and 2 with 2 chevrons. So all of the sisters ranked up a chevron, and all of the executioners ranked up a chevron.
So if you guys want to take a look at the bug, you can look at the ones that started out with 2 chevrons now have 3, and they have 66 melee defense. The ones that started out with 3 chevrons now have 69 melee defense.
Huh? Okay.
And then the
69.
the base ones that you
Seems
have
normal
started
now.
out in the back. No,
Okay.
Go back to the ones that started out with 3.
The ones in the back, okay, with that started out with 3, have
Have
63. The ones that gained, oh yeah, the ones that fought in combat
Yeah.
are at 66. That's so fucking weird. This one got tons of melee
Hello,
defense
guys.
from being combat. Hey, how's it going?
Guys, is there a place for me?
We're testing stuff. So yeah, isn't that bug like super ridiculous?
That's crazy, Alfair.
Yeah.
That's really
Right?
weird. That's really weird.
So, for now, we should ban adding new chevrons, maybe.
Yeah, it seems like chevrons give you crazy value because if it stacks, like if you get one chevron in battle and it stacks all of the other chevrons on top of it, then holy crap, that's crazy
Yeah.
value.
Now imagine that with single entity units. You
Yeah.
can get a dragon with like 80 fucking melee defense.
Do you want to check
It's
that
really
out right now?
Goodness, that's broken.
You wanna do that?
That's just wildly broken.
Do you actually want to see if that's true? If it'll get up to that
What,
high?
the dragon?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I'm curious now.
All right, you can just bring 3 dragons and fight.
Okay.
And
You're just
then-
gonna have to cycle charge
you don't-
that's high
You
value.
don't even have to cycle charge, but like
I mean, to get like the
Oh, wait,
most
let me,
possible chevrons.
Let me get them all chevron.
bring 3 of them with 3 chevrons, let's say.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are gonna laugh at this shit. It's hysterical.
Keep 2 in the back, and then have one of them just breathe fire on everything and get tons of chevrons.
Okay.
You guys are gonna have to turn up the game speed.
Yeah, sorry.
It's so funny. What did Tanker and Amber think of this? Did they already know about this?
They were surprised that they beat the Black Orcs, and I was a little. I was sort of surprised, but they used to beat the Black Orcs, but then I thought they did some balance patches where they no longer beat the Black Orcs. That's what Turin was saying, but he was, according to this test, he was wrong, and I had 4
I think it
units and 4
depends-
units, so
I think it depends on if Murderous Mastery procs as well.
I don't think it did. I mean, the fight was kind of already over at the. It was decisive enough for me. I mean, so yeah, Amber wants to see how they do against Chosen. We can do that test too. I think it's gonna turn out similar to the Black Orcs. I mean, they're kind of the same mold. So yeah,
Alrighty.
I don't know. Keep one at the back, and then the other 2 you can just melt a whole bunch of executioners, and we'll go fast forward. We'll see how this breaks.
Yeah, you guys ready to see some tanky ass dragons? They get such melee defense.
Wait, I don't think we did this test right.
Really?
Yeah, we should have had the ones that are advancing have less chevrons than the one in the back, because the whole point was we wanted to see once they match the same chevrons, the ones who earned it, how much higher in their stats got than the other ones. So let's try that one again.
That's a good point.
So let's
All right, so
let's
2
keep
and
the
3.
one let's keep the one at the back at like maybe 5. Sorry. Yeah, let's put the one in the back at like maybe 4 chevrons. Put the ones that are going to attack things at maybe 2 chevrons.
Well, you can bring an extra dragon and put it at a little bit higher chevron count too. Like just have like
I'll just give
four in the
I'll give
back.
you tons of things to like breathe fire on and get tons of value.
Okay, I'll create a few reference dragons in the back.
Yeah, that's the idea. And then for things to kill for value, you can bring a bunch of bolt throwers. That would just be the easiest because then they can just dive on them, and they're tons of value because they're an expensive unit that's easy as fuck to kill. Right? Just turn off their fire, turn off their ability to shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to see some dragons get hella hard to kill.
Amber said that the Black Orcs probably win if they get the Wog proc, and that may be true. But if you're careful and you time it, then maybe it's not. And plus, like the Murderous Mastery procs, I mean that's not a slouch buff either. That probably is close to what you get from a Wog. It's not Murderous Prowess the Executioners get; they get Mastery, right? So.
Alrighty, let's see some dragons breathe some fire.
Yeah, 25% melee attack, leadership. I mean, I don't know.
Alright, yeah, let's see it.
Yeah.
Go. Start.
Okay, guys. Good luck with your testing.
Hey, Pharaoh. Sorry, sorry, we're being boring right now, but
No, it's
we'll let you
okay.
know if we play.
We're about to see some dragons get ridiculously hard to kill.
All right, we'll fast forward this. Actually, you know what? I should probably just ball up for you so you get mega value.
Yeah, just stack them on top of each other so when they breath something, they kill like 4 units.
Yeah, it'll be faster.
He's still not doing it.
So yeah, you got the low ones in the back. Good.
I've got one that's 2, 3, and then 4 chevrons in the back, and we're starting out 2.
One breath attack is going to give this guy like probably 6 chevrons. I'm afraid that we're giving him too much value here.
Okay, so that pumped him up to
5.
4. Yes.
Perfect. And he started
So
at
let's
2.
fix it out.
So that's 73 melee attack and 66 melee defense versus the other one with the exact same stats.
That's
that we
weird.
Fought. 66, 59. 73, 66.
Whoa.
So the one that earned his chevrons got a way bigger buff to stats than the one that had purchased the chevrons at the beginning of the game.
Damn.
That's ridiculous, right?
Wow.
It's certainly something that would not seem obvious to me on the surface.
Is that supposed to happen, or is that really broken?
That's a bug.
It seems like a bug to me.
Yeah. It seems like it wouldn't matter if you bought the chevron or you gained it. It should be equal at the same level.
I saw it happen once, thought it was fucking weird, and then checked the forums, and it's a bug.
But I mean, I honestly don't really mind that bug because I would rather reward a player for earning chevrons versus just buying them at the start. I think no.
That's true, but what if they know this bug and then they come in with 5 chevron things and they get it up to 6 chevrons and then or 9 or whatever and just get it really beefy, that would seem kind of broken because it's like an exponential growth, right?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
So if I brought one, right, with just the unit caps, it's all good because you don't have any kind of well, I guess you have a chevron cap in the cost cap, right? But if you get 1 star dragon with 2 gold chevrons and then you get it up to just the next level at the max, then it should be, according to this bug, just really out of control, right?
Yeah.
Its melee attack and melee defense would probably exceed 100.
All right.
Maybe.
So I want to do maybe we'll swap to the assassin test now. I think I have a pretty good feel for what Harganeth executioners do and what sisters do. I think the Harganeth executioners, if you have to ask me, okay, you have to choose between executioners, sisters, slaughter. I think the executioners are the better choice.
So what did you want for targets?
They seem to do better in most matchups. So I want to try Canine Assassins. I'm gonna just bring like unit caps are off. I'm gonna just bring a ton of Canine Assassins, and I'm gonna bring like a Web of Shadows, and I want to test Web of Shadows in just different scenarios.
Okay.
So maybe just yeah, just bring just a blend of units. I would say bring a ton of heroes because I mean that's what I'm most interested in testing Web of Shadows on. I want to see if it spreads the damage out to the heroes or if it does the same damage to all of the heroes.
Okay.
Okay. Tanker wants to see a missile damage test as well for the sisters and the executioners. So, yeah, we can do that too. That's one thing we didn't factor in. How the physical resist versus speed and speed stacks up versus armor, and maybe quarrelers are a good sort of benchmark for like
Dreadlord.
a missile unit. I don't know.
Swords would be, sorry, what?
Quarrelers. If we do like 4 sisters, 4 executioners versus just some quarrelers. Okay, so yeah, I want to see if the Web of Shadows stacks. That's one thing I want to test. I don't think it will. I think it's one or the other. But let's try that first. Let's fast forward. So I need 2 heroes. I need. Oh, you can't see where my stuff is. Okay, so I'll put my Dreadlord. It's on your left flank, basically.
Okay. So
I'm gonna turn off fire at will. So send a hero sort of like, I don't know, forward, and I'll come find you. You'll get revealed. I'll get revealed, I think, as I come closer. Okay, so the assassin has Web of Shadows, which has a 30-meter effect range, and it's like a Mortis engine kind of, which works against heroes. So just halt your unit for a second. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on your. Oh, that's Tyrion. Like, can we have 2 major shadows just so it's an even test? You see this other assassin? Can you bring the major shadows over to the other assassin?
Mhm.
I think you can see all of them now, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm gonna pop Web of Shadows with him. Let's see how much damage it does. Just halt for a second. That was weird. I thought I saw your HP bar go up and down.
Wow.
1905. Okay, so 1 Web of Shadows took you from.
It's like 25%.
It did about 700 damage or 600 damage. Yeah, that's pretty consistent, and I that's what I saw when I did the test against the Prince. So I don't think that I think it ignores armor. Okay, now I'm gonna cast 2 Web of Shadows at the same time, and I'm gonna see if they stack on top of each other. I doubt it. No, it just shows one Web of Shadows here, I think. And actually, it doesn't seem to be doing any damage at all. Oh, that chunked. It seems like it's a chance of doing damage or not. So this one's
It says
1905. That one's not. It did the exact same amount of damage.
Yeah.
So
It says there's a chance they'll resist the damage too.
yeah. So, but it didn't stack. So that's for sure. Okay.
Mhm.
Now I want to see versus if we go versus 2 heroes. Can we? Oh, sorry. We should fast forward. If it spreads the damage or not. Do you have 2 more? Do you have another?
I've got 3 nobles. I've got
Okay,
3
okay,
handmaiden, and 3 lore masters.
All right, let's do it on the nobles this time. So I'm gonna do 1 on 2 nobles.
Oh,
turn
sorry.
off
Let
fire.
me.
Oh shit! I also
yeah.
have to turn off fire. Oh. Okay, let's do it on the handmaidens or on the lore masters because I took a shot on one of your on your nobles by accident.
All right. So the lore masters, right?
Yeah, the lore masters. You need to spread them out though, so they don't. So can you see my guys? Yeah.
Yes.
So send 2 to one guy and then 1 to the other guy. Okay.
You want me to attack?
Okay, I'm gonna say like best case scenario. No, just hold for a second.
Okay.
Shit, hold. Okay, I'm gonna pop 2. All right, so, and then this one I'm gonna pop 1. So it seems like it did the same damage to both.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it chunked
Wow.
off about 700 HP.
That took more, the single unit.
700, 600 HP. 700. So this guy's at 1974. These ones are at 2106. So it did do more damage to when there's only one hero. When there's two heroes, the total damage was more, but the damage to each of the heroes was less, if that makes sense. Which I think functions quite similarly to Soul Stealer. Okay, I want to try it on a unit of infantry now. And I also want to bring Marathi with her Doombolt as a comparison. Because I saw her Greater Doombolt was pretty cool, and I want to use... I'm thinking there might be like a power spike combo where you could do where you just bring Doombolts and a Assassin, Web of Shadows, and Marathi's Doombolt. Lesser Doombolts, the Greater Doombolt, and then the Assassin, Web of Shadows. You might be able to just spike a hero down from like full HP to 0 in 1 second, which would be crazy.
Delete the Shredder of Lustria.
So you said you wanted infantry, right?
A mix, actually. I did say infantry, but I was hoping you had a mix. Do you have a mix?
I just brought spearmen.
Okay, my bad. That's well. We can do this test. We'll run the other one after.
Yeah.
I'll just hit start battle.
I mean, he still got his Lord you can test it on.
I guess. Yeah, we can do the Lord one after. So I'll keep a couple of these guys in reserve. Let's see how they do to Spearman. Probably won't do much.
Should I charge or stay?
No, it's okay. Just stand still.
All right.
So this is like sort of a best case scenario. Web of Shadows. Let's see. Whoops. What are you doing? What are you doing? Clown. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see if I'm gonna pull it off to the side. Actually, it might clip a little bit of the other one, but mostly it's that one. Yeah, I think it's only that one. So
Didn't do a lot.
about 500. So versus an individual entity, it did about 700, 600 or 700. Versus an infantry unit, it did about 500. Okay. Now I want to try and see how much damage will Marathi's Doombolt do to a prince. Okay. So that was... It's quite a lot. What's my math here? 600? About 600 damage? So it's about the same as an assassin. So if you had 600, you could do about a 1300 damage spike if you had an assassin plus one of her Doombolts. And let's wheel one of these guys around here. Try this on the assassin. The lesser Doombolt. Oh, come on.
Blast him. This will be funny.
Alright, he's went from 2400 to... So it did 400 damage. Marathi's did, what, 600? So you could do 1,000 spike if you hit him with a Greater Doombolt and a Lesser Doombolt at the same time. Which is pretty good. Okay. And if you, yeah, you could do about 1,500 spike if you did the Assassin, Greater Doombolt, and Lesser Doombolt at the same time. Which wouldn't be that hard to do. All you'd have to do is catch the Assassin on him. Anything else you guys want to see for testing, or should we call it? Oh yeah, we were gonna do the missile test, right?
Yeah. So dwarfs.
Yeah, we're gonna do the missile test.
All right.
I mean, you could even drop a Soul Stealer. I mean, you could do a nasty spike. Soul Stealer, Greater Doom Bolt, Lesser Doom Bolt, and Assassin's Web of Shadows. That'd be pretty strong. All right.
Executioners! The merciless host!
So the missile test.
Eager for battle! Executioners! If you wish. Indeed. Certainly.
No screen on the missile test, or is just
What do you think? Couple or just none or just melee?
Dark elves!
I don't know, dude. You didn't bring a screen like a Dwarf Warriors or whatever, did
No.
you? No. Okay.
No. Just the quarrelers.
Yeah.
Executioners!
I don't know what's a more realistic scenario, because if it's just the Quarrelers, then maybe we don't have as much time to shoot. Well, you have 2 rows of them though, right? So that's okay. Well, they're fighting the front row, they're getting shot by the other. I think that's an okay test. So we'll see how they do to get to chop up both.
So I should have the rear row firing?
Yeah, have the rear row fire at the front row, because that's more. I think it's more realistic, because they're never gonna just be 1v1 on a missile unit.
All right. One sec. I got to do this.
We can slow down. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. This is pretty. We'll just run it at regular game speed, and it'll be like you're reacting to a regular game. Okay, so the first shot's going in. So this, I think the executioners are going to come out on top here. Also, when they're in melee, I don't think they're getting the benefit of their shield.
Most of the Quarrelers aren't even shooting though, because they didn't. The way you guys engaged is that the Quarrelers had to move up more in order to shoot, and so now they're just getting their first volley off.
Yeah, didn't do it right.
Oh, you want to repeat the test? We can.
That'd be fine.
This time you can bring an actual screen.
Okay, Tanker wants to see it with no screen actually, and just how much damage they take from missiles.
Okay.
That's fair. We can do it with no screen. Maybe that's the best baseline. But to me, like, look at how much damage the sisters are taking. Granted, they killed their stuff and they've been just eating missiles. So yeah, probably not the best test. Okay, let's try again. So we'll do no screen and we'll just run them in.
All right, sounds good.
Why isn't Tanker in this chat? Tell Tanker to get in here.
He was watching on YouTube. He's at work.
Ah, that makes sense.
So I brought the same army. You want
Yeah.
me to
And then,
do the same exact?
And then we haven't done any Witch Elves yet. I want to see Witch Elves fight Sisters of Slaughter equal cost. So Chevron up some Witch Elves and charge them into Sisters of Slaughter. I think Sisters of Slaughter are going to win. But we'll see.
I don't know.
No, I think it'll be fun.
Probably.
They should win, because I think Sisters have a different role. Or, sorry, Witch Elves have a different role.
Executioners! Merciless warriors! Indeed! Of course!
Test the Sisters of Singing Doom, too.
I can say versus Thunderers, though, Executioners take an absolute beating.
It's true.
Versus Quarrelers, they might do a bit better because there's no AP.
No survivors!
But I think if you did the same test versus Thunderers, the Sisters would come up miles ahead. Oh, Tanker wants to see us shoot controlled volleys. Do you want to do that?
Oh, okay.
So like 5 volleys. So shoot each of the units 5 times. That sort of negates their speed though, if they're just static.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think that's a good test of it, though.
What? You want them static or no?
Fine. We'll just see how much damage they're gonna take.
Well, obviously the well, I think the executioners are gonna take more. No, I think the sisters are gonna take more damage from the missile fire. I think that's non-AP shooting. I think the armor is gonna win out versus the shield and the physical resist. There's only 20% shield and physical resist. So I think executioners win versus the missile fire. Okay, fire 1 volley into each unit, basically, and we'll see.
Yeah, because what? It's about 36% damage reduction between the physical resist and the shield combined. Wait, no, that's not. That could be how you could do the numbers.
Okay, so that's 1 volley onto the executioners. Now 1 volley into each of the sisters.
All right.
Good micro, by the way. That's not so easy to do.
Thanks.
5. So there. Maybe we need a second volley. I think it's a bit too early to tell here.
All right.
So
With the executioners?
yeah.
Or on this?
Second volley
Okay,
into the executioners. So if it's even, I think the prize goes to the sisters because they're faster. Alright, second volley into the sisters. Oh. So far nobody's lost a unit model. Okay, third volley.
Third volley away.
Into the executioners again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like the sisters are taking more damage for sure.
And now into the sisters. I think we're going to start to see some models drop on this volley. Yep, first model's dropped. And again, executioners, this will be the 4th volley. We'll stop it after 5 volleys. I think that'll be clear. Okay, first executioner model is dropped. Now sisters again. Yeah, sisters are getting chunked. And last volley, executioners. Sweet. And sisters.
Yeah, it looks like the executioners definitely came out ahead.
Yeah. Again, we're negating the effect of speed, though. Once the sisters are touching, they're going to be better. But, I mean, if you imagine that they're fighting something in the front and they're being shot from the back, keep in mind, sisters take longer to cut through things than the executioners do, right? We saw that in the earlier tests. So they are definitely going to take more damage from the missile fire. And when I played in a tournament against Time Lord, he brought like spears and then archers behind his spears, and I was like, okay, great, I'm gonna have sisters. They're gonna cut through the spears, and then I'll get into the back line. But while they were fighting the spears, they were getting shot by the missiles, and they just got wrecked. And it would have been a better decision for me to choose the executioners for this reason, because they can soak the missile damage better, at least non-AP missile damage, better than the Sisters of Slaughter can, for sure, even though the sisters have the shields and the physical resist.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go study
Cool.
for the
Peace.
GRE.
Later.
See ya.
Alright, so I think Oh yeah, the last thing I want to see is the sisters versus witch elves. And then I'll stop torturing you with my stupid unit tests.
Oh no, this is good. Do you want me to bring the witch elves or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sisters?
Bring the
Okay,
witch elves. I'll bring the sisters. We'll just have it out at each other. So try and
All
get
right,
the
eight.
try and average them out to about 1100 gold.
Oh, okay.
Like chevron them up to 1100 gold.
Mhm. Wow, they get 2 gold chevrons at 1078.
Indeed. Bringers of death. By all means.
Mothers of murder, advance!
Mothers of murder.
Sanisha! Nagorothic, on to murder!
Spreading despair.
All right.
Sanisha,
Kill, maim.
on to violence! K!
Agreed. Certainly.
Lack!
So how much did it cost you for those witch elves?
Lack.
These are 1078 each.
1078. So they're slightly less costly than the Sisters of Slaughter.
Yeah, because the next chevron, which would have put them at maximum, cost a little more than 1100.
I think Sisters are gonna win this handily. Ooh. Ooh, they're wrecking each other. This is a this is a cat fight for the ages.
The sisters are doing well though.
Yeah, Sisters are pulling ahead. But there are witch elves are winning some of the fights. So it looks like wow, it's pretty even, but Sisters have got the edge in a straight up brawl.
Mm-hmm.
But
Wow,
which,
look at him run.
I don't know. Yeah, Sisters won most of the fights, but it was not 100%. So there's some RNG there. Can I test one more thing actually?
Of course.
So I've been having a debate about this for ages in my head. I gotta figure out how to do it though. So I debate whether it's better to bring Marathi with Soul Blight and melee attack debuffs
Mm-hmm.
versus Hellebron with melee attack buffs. They're kind of like
Okay.
opposite sides of the coin. So let's try.
So
Let's try.
I can bring. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah,
I
maybe
was just
maybe go dwarf again.
Okay. Dowie. Just let me know what to bring.
Actually, I'm gonna bring 2 copies of. You know what? I'll leave Marathi. Should I leave her out of the equation?
No, bring her. I want to see what her melee attack debuff does.
It's strong. I want to test the what I want to test is the support spells. Let's try this first. Let's try 3 units. I'm gonna bring 3 units of Sisters of Slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Times 2, 1 3. I'll do 4. Actually, no. I'll bring I'll bring just 4, because the bubble will only be so big. I'm gonna bring a Doomfire Warlock, or I'll bring Marathi, who can cast Soul Blight, and I will bring a Beastcaster who can cast Curse of Anrahair. And I want to see which one like keeps them alive more.
So which units do you need
Yeah.
for me?
Oh, just Longbeards, I guess, is a good benchmark again.
Okay. Just the normal Longbeards. How many?
I would say bring 3 units times 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Actually, maybe, yeah. Yeah, maybe we go with just 2 units. So we'll do 2 sisters versus 2 Longbeards on one flank, 2 sisters versus 2 Longbeards on the other flank. One unit I'm going to give Soulblight, the other unit I'm going to give Curse of Anrahair.
Femme fatale.
Cool.
Certainly. Understood. Femme fatale. Made.
Brides of Cain.
My revenge comes. Sorceress of Grund.
Oh.
Certainly.
Sorceress of Grund. Mothers of murder.
Oh, you know what? No, okay, let's end this. I know what to do. We're going to do it, I know how we can test. It won't factor in Marathi. It won't be a Marathi versus Helibron, but it'll test the 3 spells.
What?
We're gonna test Soulblight versus Curse of Anrahair versus Helibron's buff and see which one pans out best.
Okay. So just 4 Longbeards then? Total?
Yeah, hold on a sec, hold on. Where's Death? Any predictions? No, bring 6 Longbeards.
6, okay.
6 Longbeards. Which one do you think is gonna be the best? Gonna result in the best outcome?
Probably you're bringing Executioners, is it? What are you bringing again?
I'm bringing just Sisters.
Okay.
We can do the
I
same.
think
We can do the same test with Executioners because it might make a big difference. But
I think the Soulblight will do well.
you think Soulblight's gonna be the best performer? Okay.
Mothers of murder.
Probably because it does weapon strength debuff too, right?
Yeah. And it cuts armor. I think that would be the common pick against the Dowie, but I think Curse of Anrahair might be the winner here. Because it gives damage, it gives melee attack debuff,
Sorceress of Grund.
whereas Helibron's giving melee attack buff, and then the other one is
Sorceress of Grund.
yeah cutting armor.
At once. Sorceress of
All right.
Grund. My power
Okay.
is yours.
So I'm gonna how am I gonna do this so that they hit at the same time? I'm gonna match up closer.
Your will. Death comes.
Fast forward a sec. I'm actually gonna group the sisters together and have them attack at the same time, I think. Okay, let's go slow motion here because I want to make sure that I hit the buffs at like basically the same time. Okay, I'm gonna send the. Can you bring your warriors a little bit closer together? Because I want them to both be affected by the spell at the same time. It might be
Sure.
a little artificial, but they need to be in that same effect radius.
Do you want me to attack or stand here?
Like, just bring your dwarf, bring your so you have like 3 pairs of 2s. Can you bring your pairs together closer,
Yeah.
if that makes sense?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Excellent.
You guys doing 2v2s yet?
Not still unit testing. I'm a little bit crazy
Holy
like
shit.
that. Yeah, sorry. Okay, ready? I'm gonna do it in 3, 2, 1 for attack. Curse of Anrahair is gonna go down. Oh no, it's bugging. Hold on. Fuck. Okay, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. Curse of Anahare is going 3, 2, 1. Hellebrand is going 3, 2, 1. I'll just wait for them to get in better range. Soulblight was a bit late. I hope that both of those sisters are getting the trigger from the Hellebrand buff.
Wow, 4 melee attack on the Longbeards on the Curse of Anraer.
It does show that they are getting the melee attack buff. Okay, yeah, so I think the Longbeards are going to be a base hit chance almost against the sisters who have crazy high melee defense. So
Actually, Curse of Anraer.
yeah.
Wow.
So this
That's
was
pretty damn good.
Yeah, this was not Overcast, by the way. So Overcast would have just extended the effect duration, I think, for both of them.
That said, you might also want to
Increase
test the
area.
Blades of the Blood Queen, because there's a huge
So-
difference between them and the regular
Man,
Executioner.
those Longbeards are pretty much useless on the right side there.
I don't want the heroes aura to be too much of a factor in this either. I'm going to pull them out. So I think Anrahair is the way to go against Dwarfs, but
Yeah,
63
Including
model
the-
is 59. Yeah, go ahead.
including the debuff to the missiles too. That's good for dwarfs.
I mean, these sisters have taken 0 damage, and they've cut through half. I mean, 69, 62, 53, 53. Well, I don't know. We'll see when it's all said and done. Because Hellebrand's obviously, I mean, they're freaking wrecked, but they took damage.
Check out that screenshot I put in the replay chat.
Okay, 1 sec. We can speed it up a little bit, I guess. It's still taking a while to cut through it, regardless. Alright. So it looks like the Anahairs are going to actually get through fastest, even though Hellebrand did her melee attack buff middle. So you would have expected, like, if anything, middle would kill faster and they'd take more damage. But
Or
it's
what?
not the case.
Where's my phone?
It's still a
Or
grind.
doesn't need phone finder. Acquire and find my phone. Search and retrieve.
So the first, actually, Anrahair won first.
Wow.
And
And also they didn't take nearly as much damage. Well,
Hellebrand is...
in the beginning.
Yeah, Hellebrand's... Oh, number 2 was Soulblight. Hellebrand's is number 3 right now.
Hmm.
And in terms of damage, Sisters of Slaughter at 70 models, 68 models, 54, 57, 60, 59. So by far, Anrahair was the winner in that, in my opinion.
Anywhere in this house.
Yeah. How many points of magic does Anraer cost?
Oh, I think it's about the same as Soulblight.
Okay.
Soulblight is 8. Oh, no, Anrahair is 11. So actually, it is more costly on wins.
Yeah. It's like a medium cost.
Marginally. Effect duration is 25 seconds on Soulblight. Effect duration is
Call it
39 on Anrahair. So it
job.
lasts way longer. Overcast 50. Overcast
See this?
39.
It's like the whole mass thing I was talking about. And I don't know what they're all doing right here, but I don't know what's going on.
The Overcast Soulblight lasts forever though. But the Anrahair is a larger effect area.
Are they better than the other
So-
cookies?
Hey Vipa, I'm gonna just mute you for a sec because I'm on a live stream right now, and it might be confusing for people.
These do taste better.
Yeah, so I think that's good. Anything else you want to see, Botrix, or is good?
No, that was good. I just wanted to see the Canaanites that we already did.
The assassins?
Yeah, the Canaanite assassins.
You want to see them again versus what?
Maybe let's see how well their basic missile attack does to like armored lords and stuff, I guess.
Oh, I think it takes a long time to kill things, even though it looks like they do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But we'll try.
Try like on a prince or something, just shoot
Sure.
him.
This will probably be the last one, and then I'll go play with everyone else, I guess. Oh, Tanker's got an idea for another one. It's really a sandbox game, though. Like, just like,
It is, yeah.
play with all the combinations.
Oh, Marathi's, that's weird. Oh, you have Canaanites. I forgot the Canaanite assassins were stealth.
Alright, yeah, I'll fast forward. You want me to just shoot, though, right?
Yeah, and I'll just,
one or
kinda
two?
get-
One or two?
Just one for now.
Okay. I'll kite you, and you can chase me.
I could just stand here and just see
Oh,
how
you
much
shoot
it
as
really
well.
takes.
Oh,
The prince?
No, you got your block.
Oh, do you want me to turn around?
No, I don't care. I mean, it's your test. I don't really need to see this one. I know his missile's kind of wimpy, I think.
See if he shoots him in the back. Not bad. I mean, look, he's like half health.
Yeah, I guess. It's a pretty small range, though, so you have to
That's
really
true.
not notice that he's just pelting you. But I have done it against some people, against Empire. Usually I just dive them into melee, though. It's way more time efficient.
Yeah, he already used almost hit all his ammo there.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's all I wanted to really see.
Okay.
Tanker had
Yeah.
something in mind though?
Tanker wants to see Sisters versus Flagellants.
Okay.
I guess we'll see. So we'll do 3 sisters, and two groups of. Actually, I'll do 2 groups of 4 sisters. 1 through 4, 1 through 4, and then do you want to grab like 8 flagellants, and then maybe buff one group with the warrior priest or archlector, and then buff the other with Volkmar's buffs, or sorry, with Franz's buffs. So one give them damage resistance, the other give them, I don't know, melee attack buff, something like that. I don't know if that's what Tanker's after, but we can.
Okay. Alright, so 6 flagellants?
Yeah.
That's all? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have a warrior
Sure, that's
priest
fine.
and Carl.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put one on either side. So he thinks that with the buffs that the flagellants are gonna win. Maybe I don't know.
Pen fatales. Agreed.
I mean, the buff range is only so big too, right? So unless you ball up,
If you wish.
I sort of had the same issue with the spells I was trying to cast. Like I kind of had to ask you to stand your 2 units next to each other, which is why, again, I think why Curse of Vanderhair would probably be more useful than Soulblight, because if you overcast, it gives you bigger effect area, and I think I would rather have a bigger effect area than a bigger effect duration.
Indeed. Agreed. By all means.
By all means. Slaughter!
Alrighty. I think, what did you bring on France? Stand your ground? Oh, you didn't bring his attack buff?
Oh, I thought I did. Damn. Sorry.
That's okay.
Let's redo it.
That's okay. You can do the stand your grounds. Oh no.
Oh,
That's okay.
sorry. It already.
It would have been stand your ground versus a ward save, which would have still been kind of interesting, but
Yeah, I meant to bring his Ryclan Runefang. It's weird. All right, there we go.
Oh, so I think Tanker wants to see if Light of Battle can make them beat the sisters. So if they just fight to the death, kind of thing. So
Okay.
maybe not Flagellants then, maybe just Swordsman.
Sure.
And then I don't know, give them Light of Battle or whatever other buffs. See if they can trade upwards. I'm not 100% sure I understand what Tanker's trying to see here, but just how much buffs I guess are necessary to make them win versus sisters. I have seen sisters do pretty well versus Empire. Alright, last test.
Nagarathi. Ha!
I'm digging Marathi's Doombolt though. I'm going to start using that more.
Femme fatales.
Made.
Yes.
It probably works out to about the same as a Dragon's Breath.
Bringers of death.
Bride
But
of pain.
Malkith gets 3 Dragon's Breaths. And Marathi gets 2 Doombolts.
Certainly.
Oh, so you got two, basically pairs, similar to what I did.
Skilled murderesses.
All right. Yeah, so he's saying, oh yeah, so I agree with that. So if you cast Biona's Time Warp on those swordsmen, that's what I think is most interesting. If you cast Biona's Time Warp, and how will that?
Oh, that's weird.
Will they do well? Because the key advantage of Sisters of Slaughter is their high melee defense. But Franz has a buff too, right?
Yeah, the Ryclan Runefang.
Yeah.
Wait, there it is.
Okay, so yeah, maybe if they have plus 52 melee attack, like if you stacked Biona's Time Warp and Carl Franz's buff together, they could probably beat the Sisters of Slaughter. Maybe not even then, because the weapon strength is a factor too. Sisters just have higher weapon strength. Still have physical resist, they still have poison. So they're unbreakable now.
Alright, everything's popped for what we're testing. Hammer of Sigmar for plus 26 melee attack on the Warrior Priests, and then we have Light of Battle in the center and Ryclan Runefang on the left.
Well, this
With
unit,
Carl.
yeah, this unit got its value, but Carl's in there fighting with them, so it's a bit distorting the test.
Did you?
I think the
No, the
Sisters
center.
still just beat the shit out of them. Like,
Mothers of murder.
Yeah, the Light of Battle, as soon as it wore off, their leadership just plummeted.
yeah, I don't think the buffs are enough. Like, unless you stack like 3 buffs on top of each other, and even then. And you gotta think, like, I mean, the Dark Elves are gonna stack buffs and debuffs too. So I don't think it's. I think it's a better artificial scenario. Cool. Well, I'm gonna call it quits with that. Thanks for that, Botrix.
No problem, thank you.
And thanks, Tanker, for chipping in on the live stream.